Oh, there's a Marcus Hume Season 2 in the fridge. Might as well go grab it. Hi, and welcome to Marcus Hume's Episode 1, Season 2. I'm your host, Mark Wren, and I am going to start assuming about the one, the only, the man with the greatest beard, who also looks really weird when he has an afro, Dominic Shelton. Now, just before we start, I do have a dog underneath me, as you can see. So it does, it looks really dodgy, but I'm just resting my hand on her or petting her. So let's dive straight into this. Just before we get flooded with comments of oh, this is not a PG bloody video, and YouTube takes me down and I lose my revenue, and then I don't get my sponsorship from BetterHelp and Vikings and stuff like that. Anyway, all right. Dominic Shelton, here he is here, and over here. Alright, let's talk about him. Born, I'm not 100% sure where he was born. I would say in the late 80s, so 87 to 89, and probably in the South Island. I'm going to assume that it's not in Christchurch, and he probably moved to Christchurch when he was younger, which is, what most people do who are not Christchurch born. That was probably born, I would say, I'm not 100% sure on that. It'd probably be in that third section, the first part of South Island is picked into Christchurch, and then that section between Christchurch and Dunedin. So I'm thinking he might be born in that section, maybe just outside Christchurch, and then he moved to a bigger city later on, probably when he was 3 or 4. Alright, so I assume his school years. So Dom's a guy who straight away I assume he can pick up stuff and just be I can do this. Pick up a piano and he's dun 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 dun, and he's played a famous piano song Chopsticks or something, you know what I mean? Or he can just pick up a 3 balls and go, oh, this is how you juggle, and it's holy shit, stuff like that. So I feel his school years he probably would have just jumped around different classes. I probably think that music was one of those classes that he probably stuck with right through the years. I assume also that he has done some classes the chemistry and calculus and stats, and he probably really enjoyed them, and because I assume that he is one of those people that can look at numbers and be oh, this is the area of that and stuff, and understand how the diameter and radius of a circle works, and the right angle of a triangle, using this, those sin cos tan, So I assume he was one that did bounce around different classes. I assume that he has actually studied in a university to get some good skills. Not good skills, well, yeah, good skills, because those skills are quite good at the fact that he can literally sit there and type in a random commands and be oh, here's a program that rolls a dice for you, or get mentioned on the Zendesk website for creating a theme or an add-on that he's really proud about and really brings it up all the time. So where was I going with this? I'm not sure. That was a random rant of just random stuff. Let's dive into his favourite stuff. So, favourite movie. This is a hard one. I'm not 100% sure. I know he doesn't really follow movies that much. I did get angry with him a couple of times when he's oh, I watched this and of the part of the MCU, and I was well, have you seen this movie and this movie? He's no, why would I watch that? And I'm trying to explain to him that it's a big universal universe, and he just was oh. So I assume he's one of those people that doesn't really follow movies. I assume he probably hasn't seen the classics Die Hard, Jurassic Park, Lethal Weapon and Terminator. He's just one of those ones that are just oh, it's just a movie, So I can't really think of a movie that he actually has passionately talked about, which is a bit weird. So I'm going to leave the movie one blank. I'm assuming that he'll probably write it down in the comments below. You know, trigger that YouTube algorithm, get on that trending page. So smash that like button. Also, while you're typing the comment, favorite TV show. This is a hard one. I assume it's going to be something that's like one of those TV shows that you don't really hear about, and like he's like, oh, have you like my favorite TV shows, you know, blah blah blah, and you're like, no, I never heard of that, and you like go on your phone and like you look up on IMDb and you go, oh, that actually sounds really interesting. So again, can you slam that TV show comment down at the bottom there, Dom, and I'll just pretend I got it right. Yay. Actor and actress for his favourite. This is a hard one. Again, like this falls under the movies and TV shows. Like, Dom's more of a guy who can, like, he's more passionate about computer games. Like, hearing him talk about his bloody factory and that Factoria game, it's just like, you know, it's just like little pixels and just, it's not actually a real factory, Dom. And like stuff like that. But he's like one of these people that are so passionate, like, about it, and like how. So I don't feel like he is much of a movie, TV show, actress, actor, person, like that stuff of it. It was another giant rant, wasn't it? Alright, favourite drink. Well, this is a guy who bloody brings, like, he talks about and brings around craft beer, you know, and he, ones that you're like, oh, that looks weird, and did you get that, like, from a bargain box, and, like, super lucky, you know, the ones that are, like, on the ground in the cellar, and you, like, accidentally kick them. And you're like, oh, shit. That, you know, like ones that I've made in like Sweden and Germany, you know, like, and they're like, oh, I don't even know if this is real. Like, is it like a real beer, or does like some student person just brewed them in their garage? Not breed, that's weird. Breed, okay. So I'm gonna say it's beer. Top of his list for his favourite drinks. I know he is also a big fan of coffee. He's quite a coffee snub, to be honest. Like, I know he's made his own little coffee grinder / thing, drip thing that he made at home. And he's really quite proud of that as well. So, I'll say beer and coffee are his favourites. I assume his favourite meal is probably something along the lines of burgers. Now, I'm not talking about, like, those burgers that are, like, the little small patties, like, from McDonald's. But, like, this is a guy who, you know, you get a Snapchat on a Friday night or a Saturday night. And it's like you're like, oh, it's Dom. And you open it up and it's just, like, him with a massive ass burger, and your mouth fills with saliva, like a saliva, like, you know, holy shit, it actually looks amazing. And then he like goes, yeah, I homemade this one, and it's like, oh my god, that's amazing, like top notch. Like, if he wasn't like a computer nerdy, I reckon he could be a burger chef. Assuming his favourite fast food is probably something along the lines of like Burger, or that Felt Burger down in Queenstown that everyone gets excited about because they're like really amazing burgers. So we'll add that in there. That's really about it. I assume that he's only been to China, and that's really roughly about it. I know he's been to Australia and stuff, but I don't think he's a man that really travels. Yeah, so we'll end the episode here. So like this video, smash that like button, comment below, Dom, fill in the thing, see if I got anything right, and I'll see you all guys in a few, like next week or so, and we'll get season 2 out for a big bang. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm going to end this now. See you later, team. Bye.